Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, 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 hello. Ah. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello. My name is Ricardo López. It is January 14th, 1996. Today's my birthday. I'm 21. Now, yesterday I purchased this camera. Today I purchased the tripod. And I will begin a documentation of my life, of my art, and of my plans. Do you want to see something funny? I'm going to show you who I am. Oh! Oh! I am a monster. Oh! 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 Can you see me smiling at you? Oh! Perhaps a little bit of a wide shot. Yeah, a little more. Now, for my second. Let's see how that turned out. I've gotten into poetry. Yesterday, for the first time, to my memory, I wrote a poem. And I'd like you to hear it. If you don't mind, that is. The title of my poem? Sunday Driving. A poem by Ricardo López. I count no days, but the time is near. Yet, my own fear is not enough to veer. My train of thoughts, oh, so queer. Fucked up again. Sunday Driving. Poem by Ricardo López. I count no days, but the time is near, yet my own fear is not enough to veer. What? Fuck. Whoa, that was wicked. Why did it fuck out like that? I count no days, but the time is near. Yet, my own fear is not enough to veer. My train of thoughts, oh, so queer. Okay, Comfort is what I seek in speaking to you. Something with I don't know, something that makes me feel better. For a long time, I've been speaking into the mirror and being my own psychologist, sort of. Whatever. It's a release, as many times as my art is, or would like to think that my art is. I'm not going to try to pretend I'm smart or savvy or cool. I gotta pass, even though I want to, I gotta pass that. I gotta be honest. And that ain't easy, man. That ain't easy. Okay. You are a camera. I am Ricardo. We are both the same now. You are a living part of my brain, which is simultaneously, perhaps doing a better job of it, remembering these events which are going to unfold. I might as well begin. First couple of days of January, I went to a Borders bookstore, one of my favorable establishments. That's where I got a lot of import CDs and import magazines. And here we go for the first time. Björk. All her stuff. Now, let me show you. This right here, since August 26th, 1993, has been the documentation. I like to use the word documentary. Good though. I like that word better. Documentary of my life. I've been somewhat disinterested, not knowing what to write, too lazy to write, whatever. But this book, let me give you a nice close shot. If you can read that, it says journal. Yes. This book meant a lot to me. Of course it does still. But if I may, just to give you a little bit of an example here. This book, by the way, survived the fire. This is very difficult without breaking it. Can you see that? No, you can't see that. Just page by page. Okay, there you go. This has 803 pages, and it's something. It's certainly something. I don't know why I'm not writing anymore. I don't know. Kind of messed up. Anyway, without getting sidetracked, Björk has been an incredible part of my mind since '93. Since I first saw her. I've started with a crush, and ended up with an obsession, which I'm not embarrassed to admit now it's an obsession. It sort of has calmed down at times, I've been okay with it. Other times it's flared up, the flaring usually comes about by, reading an article that just, is like, oh my god, I can't fucking. Well, this, if I'm not mistaken, January 2nd, I believe, I went to Borders, purchased a magazine, a couple of magazines, and I got enthusiastic about sending for more information about her and all that stuff, because I did for a while, then I stopped, and now again, I sent. Let me show you. See all these? These are money order receipts. I sent for information. All sorts of information, where she lives, again, to different things, autograph, posters. There's about as much information as I can get about it. And one of which was in the magazine Spin, where I learned, to my surprise, and quite happily, that there was a hotline of concert dates. And lo and behold, Björk was on there. Had her address, and Electra Entertainment, which is no good except for the 123 number or whatever, 231 number that suite number whatever that I have before. That wasn't big shit, and learning that now she's in, she's in London now, but she's gonna be to Tokyo and gonna be to Taiwan and Beijing and all over the southeastern part of the world, or whatever that is. Okay, one of the most, I don't know the word, damaging, the only thing I can say is damaging thing, was that, perhaps let me give you a little example. Look at this. Look at this beautiful face. This cute, innocent, sweet and shy thing. Whoa. She's fucking a nigger. Can you believe that? Yes. Fucking nigger. That's unacceptable. Yep, tricky. Like in the article in the Entertainment Weekly a few months back, there had been some rumors, that both of them were together, this and that, but, apparently she had, she had said that, she didn't say no, she didn't deny it, but, she said no, that, if she always went out with the members of her band or whatever, next thing you know, and she'd be a groupie and, something like that, and she never wanted a boyfriend when she was little, all this bullshit. Turns out, I called the hotline number, got in the section where it says personal information, and it said that both of them were a hot item. It said Tricky himself, in an interview in alternative press, which I'm not, unfamiliar with. I'm not going to get it, by the way. I can't get that. I'll explain later on. But he said that, he talked all about her, how he liked her, and, once he met her, he couldn't, Look, personally, maybe he's a nice guy, maybe he's not a nice guy. Maybe he's an opportunist. But he's a fucking nigger. That's it. Okay? I don't give a shit about him. So be it. Whose fault is that? That's right. That's her fault. And that's completely unacceptable to me. And I'm just gonna have to kill her. Yeah. I've been planning it. It's the 14th today. I've been planning it past week and a half. It sounds crazy. One of the reasons I have you is to document my my progression to the events. I'm gonna send a package, a lightweight, business-like folder, cardboard folder that opens up. It has different things that open up to reveal different letters, different options. You know, I'm gonna pretend to be a company from New York City who deals with interactive books and magazines and, you know, promotional material and like, you know, pop-up books and all those sorts of things. Okay, and I want to make it look like you know, I'm sending it to her. You know, because, you know, she's in the music industry, and, you know, perhaps she needs it for promotional material, for, you know, inter-artist communication, or what have you. You know, make it look like an entrepreneur, you know, looking for, you know, his business. You know, it's going to be a legitimate looking company with a printed computer laser printed, that is, you know, labels. And I'm going to make it look not unlike, if I can show you for a second, let me pause this. Not unlike this interview magazine thing. If you'll notice the legitimacy of this, you know, they misspelled my name, but if you'll notice, where is it? Okay, this is printed in the printer. This is typed. Okay, this right here, I'm gonna have it computer dot printing. Okay, you know, to make it look like it's, you know, not random but not exclusively sent to her. You know, I don't want to make it look like I'm going all out of my way to send this to her. Okay, just a business, looking for different options and this and that. And it's gonna be about this thick. I figure 1/4 inch. You know, I want to, you know, make it look attractive, and, you know, I love the idea of orange velvet with a silver lining. You know, make it look, you know, pisas. You know what I mean, bro? Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you want to tell me something? A little bit of Scarface there. But, make it look like that. You know, the number one word is trust. Trust, trust, trust. The package will be sent to her when she is there in London. Possibly, I know that she's not touring, she's in her house, whatever, recording. Perfect. Okay, she's gonna receive the package. Boom. She received it there. What's the first thing? Oh, is it a junk mail package? Uh-oh. Red light, red light. You look, it's a business. They want your money. Okay, what kind of business is this? Interactive books and magazines? I still haven't come up with a name, or, you know, this is more or less something like that. Pop-up book, you know, promotional material or something. That sounds too business-like. Not too business-like, but enough interest to keep her interested. Okay. Alright. She opens it up. You know, she sees the orange velvet. You know, it's going to have on the top, you know, the letter, it's not the way it's gonna operate. The way it's gonna be a booby trap. You have to press a series of buttons to open it up. Remember, trust. First button you open, nothing. You just pop up the lid like a hood of a car. Okay, and there it's gonna have the next level. I mean, I'm gonna explain all this. The point is that not the last, but the middle or the third couple buttons you press is gonna have a little bit of a surprise. The Master Blaster. That's a hypodermic needle. No poison, but upon depressing, there's going to be two of them. Buttons. Those two hypodermic needles are going to poke her thumbs, thus introducing into her bloodstream HIV contaminated blood. Now I'm going to have to get that from a hooker. I'm not going to fuck her and get it, no. I'm going to pay her some money and extract the blood. Details later. Just giving you the basics. And right now, without the details and without this, sounds fucking crazy. But it is not. I mean, whether it's crazy or not, that's how I'm saying. My number one ally. Okay, because upon doing this, FBI, the New Scotland Yard, and who knows what else kind of agencies is going to be, I'm going to be public enemy number one, or well, not number one, but because, you know, I'm the Unabomber, but I'm certainly going to be a media frenzy. I don't want the media, because that's only going to stimulate, you know, or, you know, put more pressure on those agencies to bust a person. I'm going to get busted, for sure, because I have one mind, and I'm not that clever as I would like to think I am. I'm young. I don't have that much experience, and so you're going to have a team of professionals, all their resources trying to track me down. I'm going to have a number of safety features, self-destructing, you know, I'm going to get caught. I mean, not get caught, but because, plain simple, this is the whole thing. I'm not going to go to prison. Upon my knowledge of hers, you know, positively getting the HIV virus, I'm going to have to kill myself. That's why I'm in no hurry. This is going to take a lot of time to plan. A lot of time. Okay? Patience is my number one key. The reason why I'm doing this? One word, and you know what that is. Now, there's going to be a tape, audio cassette. Let me just show you a little picture. If you'll notice, it seems like a regular cassette, but this right here, This is the self-destructing mechanism. She will play this message roughly around 5 to 10 minutes. One time. Once the spool winds up in here, there's going to be an acetone or paint stripper gel in here. Tape's going to be spinning around, and this blue thing is going to be the tape. Plain and simple. Plain and simple is she won't be able to use that tape to help prosecute me. The memory of the word, okay, the little clues I'm going to give her to sidetrack the investigation, to buy me more time, because I need time, okay, will be memories. They're not actual. I cannot have my voice print, although I'm sure she's not going to forget my voice. I cannot have my voice print on a record and investigated. I'm going to give her misleading evidence. You know, I'm much older. Like I've been but I've been a fan of hers since 1988 when I saw her in Saturday Night Live. You know, I'm in New York, you know, area. You know, make sure I have some, you know, criminal history. You know, just little subtle details that she won't forget. Like, no, I used to be a person because so remember I'm hard. You know, I always say maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. He's gonna be it's gonna be something. I mean, all these details. I mean, right now I'm just giving you a basic overview. She's gonna die. I'm very sleepy because Friday I was awake for 24 hours and I slept about 5 hours. I woke up. I gotta go to bed early today. That time. She's gonna die for what she did. She's gonna die. The problem is this. I can't die until at least my mom dies. Because my death is going to become in suicide form, and that will kill her. My father, he can handle it. He's strong. My mother won't be able to handle it. Laundromat. No problem. It's one thing I gotta be careful about. People downstairs. Okay. I'm gonna tell her she wants to communicate with me. I'm gonna show you where and how. How is she going to communicate with me? I don't want her to write me a letter. I'm going to say, you know, if there's something you wish to tell me or whatever, or plain and simple as like, I'm going to tell her that I'm going to kill myself after I get confirmation that she has HIV. You know, and the way she's going to communicate with me is by, it is pretty clever, I think. No, plastic and not proceed. Let me show you. Oh man, I'm sleepy. Fucking sleepy. You see that right there? Announcements. Yes. You know what magazine this is? Oh, you'll like this. I really, really like this. Rolling Stone. By the way, that's Jim Carrey. Where is she? Right here. Right here. Yeah, she's gonna place an ad in Rolling Stone magazine. I like the idea of it starting off as deer. Oh, deer hunt. D-E-A-R. Hunter, not deer as in, the animal deer. A little bit of corny humor. I want to show her my face. Like that, with my face. And that's going to be in a self-destructing image. I'm going to get latex glove, stretch it, put like a powdery type of thing, put an emotion on there, like that crackle emotion, then project the the negative on there or whatever, like they do like on the piece of paper, but it's going to be on it's a liquid you apply to any surface, just about cups and different materials, that way you have a photographic image. I remember in Porter's camera catalog and stuff, they had that. So how to do that? It's going to be stretched. Just going to press it. This is before everything, and boom, it's going to crackle up, destroy. But you won't forget my oh my god, face. But yeah, it's something. It's something. I'm in no hurry. No hurry to die. But there's been many details in this that haven't worked out yet. But I will. Because I have the time. Because I will not rush for nothing. I'm gonna plant some wrong DNA, because DNA, unlike fingerprints, one day it will be with the Genome Project, but it's not documented in this society just of yet. So fingerprints are. You have a fingerprint on there, they run it through a computer, da 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 da. And if you have a criminal history, it'll pop out. A hair you find, people's DNA is not on record yet. They're going to do a comparison. Well, I'm going to put some alien DNA. Not alien as in E.T., but alien as in not mine. Which, I put it to this way. I have to have this so far away from me. Because if I'm even a suspect and have no evidence and possible, the day that they ask me in for questioning is the day I die, because I will not make it through the questioning. I will break like a crystal paper thing, crystal glass, because I'm soft. So I'm not hard like, oh, you don't have no evidence, you can't do nothing to me. They ask me for questions, I don't. I can't have that. So I can't even be a suspect. I'm working at a big disadvantage. I center artwork. Strange as fuck, possibly menacing artwork. Left my name, left my address, left my telephone number. I wanted her to write to me. That wasn't a mistake, I had to do that. But it puts me at a severe disadvantage. If it wasn't for that, shit, there's no way in the fucking world that they could catch me. There's no way. I don't care how fucking... Oh! I don't care how fucking clever they were. There's 260 million people in this country. There's no way to catch me. I'm gonna be up against... I'm gonna run that number down to... And being that my project that I sent her was so dazzling, so memorable, it's a problem. It was not a death threat letter. It was a big thing like that. So chances are that I went into that private investigation company that Electra uses for all their psycho mail, you know, no doubt, to analyze to see if it's a threat or something. And it really wasn't. I'm sure they didn't find it was a threat. So, put it to you this way. Instead of 1 in 260 million people, there could be 1 in maybe, 500 people. That's fucking scary. That is fucking scary. That's why I want a large time gap. I sent that in June '94. It's been 1 year and a half since I sent it. One year and a half. Oh, fucking time. What's happening to me? Oh. I cannot, I must do everything to not be questioned. The damn question, it's all over. It's all about brick. Okay, I want to make it a possible deterrent. Not deterrent, but sort of a letdown because, knowing that I'm going to kill myself, the FBI says that this guy's going to kill himself, so why, why go through all the trouble? And so it's not going to be that, oh, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to kill your whole family. Oh, we better stop this guy. Like, this guy did this one thing and he's going to, kill himself. So the initiative is not that great. Okay, especially if the media is not involved in it. Especially if the media gets involved, gets a hold of it, they're going to blow it out of proportion. They're going to put pressure on the FBI, pressure on the New Scotland Yard, and they're going to be, they have to do something. They have to. If not, they look bad. They can't look bad. So I wanted to make a possible deterrent. I'm not doing this to go up against them. No way. I'm not that clever. I'm actually pretty stupid and ignorant. But that's me. Stupid and ignorant. That's me. Oh, I hope you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm back. Plain and simple, man. Plain and simple. This has got to be well thought of. Well thought of. I gotta make sure I get her, not anybody else. I mean, there's not much I can do about that, but I can make it enticing enough and forbidding enough to others to keep on pressing the buttons if that's not them. Deterrence, initiative, all those nice words. I'm gonna, document every step of the way. Every step of the way, it will be documented. And she will pay. She killed me with that. She fucking killed me with that. I mean, she was a piece of shit. I knew I fucking drunk. fucking sucking dick here and doing that. But with that, it was just, that's it. It's all over. Especially now that I went into heavy duty, getting all the information and working on my sculpture. Now I got that video processor that I was gonna have, still images. That way I could, do better my sculpture. Everything, I don't know. She's gonna fucking die, that's for sure. Or at least fucking get scared out the fucking ass, man. Yep. And that's my goal. Kill her, scare her, traumatize her. And more than anything, know of my fucking existence. I'm gonna give her a cocktail of lies and all that on the tape to deceive, not her, but the FBI. Upon my death, I'll have it, if she wishes, I'll have the real information sent to her, but she has to ask for it. Not fuck her. Who I really am, perhaps these tapes, edited in a way. That's just me. That's a good motivator to make these tapes for one day for her to see the real fucking me. And why would she want to? Because I am the man. That's a fucking good plan, motherfucker. That's a good plan. Okay. Why? Another reason why to kill her? Not another reason, but to enhance. I can't really explain it good. But to get her to be so interested in me, that she'll sit through 80 hours of footage to learn more about me, the band, who completely changed her life and will end her life. I am the angel of death for her. You want to know me? This is the way you will. No other way would you even fucking care about me. Don't even fucking write about me. You're gonna be starving for every ounce of my words. That's a pretty selfish reason. So what? Okay. I don't want to make a intro. Okay, Björk, this and that, you, because this is you. No, I'm going to be talking to myself, not to her. But in my mind, I want to have that, good knowledge. It helps. It's a guiding light type of thing. It's good. It's good. You care? I'll make the presentation. To understand, sympathize, hate. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna call it a day. I feel much more comfortable already. A lot of what I say is going to be repeated time and time again. Emphasize new details, change, emotions about it. This is all what it's all about. Bye bye. Okay, today's Monday. It's about 12 o'clock p.m. And I gotta check if there's anybody down there. Somebody's down there. I just want to say that I just saw a movie. It was about a cop who gives a waitress $2 million, and they fall in love and stuff. My feelings of the oxytocin in my brain has flourished. Okay, and I woke up early today. I went to McDonald's, get some breakfast, but they wouldn't accept a $50 bill. So I ended up at Burger King getting a different sort of breakfast. I don't know. It was okay. But right now I've been designing something here. I feel it in my head, Now I'm thinking about if one day she'll ever see this, like I have all my taped library to see who I really am, who I really was. Maybe she's curious, maybe she'll have an interest in me, fucked up, but that's how I think. This right here is my I don't know, I guess you could say option number 1. If you'll notice the little details, you'll find it pretty interesting, I believe. Hold on. This little mechanism right here, okay, it's a little triangle that's going to be offset. It's not going to be a perfect little triangle, but my initial, I don't know, design ideas, especially the way I designed this one, is that each of these are going to be layers of a foam core. But the problem is, each layer of foam core, you end up with an area. Let me show you in this. You end up with an area of I don't know, actual size from here, probably all the way down to the bottom of the screen. If you can see my fingers to notice, a real thickness, probably even more than this, probably about around that thickness. I mean, that's too much. Well, my major conclusion today is that all what I'm going to do, my infection process, is going to be an attempt to, that's not going to be the major thing. The major thing I want for her, while she's dying, okay, I want to be the most influential person, just like in my fantasy about going back in time and taking back the material for her to, all her material and stuff like that. I'll talk later. But I want to be the biggest influence on her life, the man, person who, the most influential, the most important person who changed her life more than anybody else, okay, the guy who took her life, okay. Now, oddly enough, people get interested in a person like that. That would be the only reason why anybody would sit through, dozens and dozens of hours of unedited home diaries, which I'm making. But but to keep in mind, I'm making this for my own personal record, not to impress her. Like I said yesterday, just let myself know who I am. Okay, find comfort in that. But the way I would go about doing it is through the Rolling Stone article. Through the Rolling Stone announcement. If upon my death, if she wants more information about me or whatever, I'll make it. I gotta, like I learned in this movie today, sort of disarm her with that doesn't fit. I was gonna say this armor with a compliment, but I don't think this really fits. But I did learn an interesting quote today. It says, "Only when all those around you are different will you truly belong." That's an interesting quote. Well, I went to South Beach today to do that, you know, Clevelander and stuff, but you know they had that fucking festival, you know. So I wasted a whole day. I gotta make phone calls to see if I can do a restaurant tonight. Gotta kill them roaches. You know. Well, I want her to be more interested in me than anything else. I want her to sit down and, you know, I'm gonna make an edited version, you know, a direct, you know, this is Ricardo to Björk, you know, VHS video, okay, like an hour or two long, you know, or maybe shorter, half an hour or something, you know, directly towards her, and at the same time send her all my personal diaries in these tapes for her to, you know, if she wants to have the option to go in deeper in my psyche to figure out why would anybody do this and who was that person, and you know, because I mean, somebody, you know, did that to me. I certainly know what kind of person was this. I mean, you know, you got time to think and stuff. So this thing, I told Ralph yesterday, no, day before yesterday, we were talking, and he was talking about, you know, his ex-girlfriend and this and that, and you know, and I mentioned the fact that what if he saw his ex-girlfriend, which, you know, he would really love, you know, in a strip bar, you know, stripping down and stuff like that. You know, I was like, oh no, that's, imagine. And you know, we got in talking about it, and I mentioned this just to see what he would say. I said, no, I told him, you know, just because you kill somebody doesn't mean you don't love them. And he goes, yeah, you're right, yeah. Just because you kill somebody doesn't mean you don't love them. So you know, I didn't expect that, but that's interesting, very interesting. Okay, enough for right now. Yeah, I just got back from Ralph's house. Yeah, I went over there to hook him up. He had gotten a subwoofer, and I took, you know, the crossover thing that I have, an amplifier, and I went over there and helped him, you know, connect it and stuff. It sounds great, man. Great bass, great bass. You know, he came and picked me up and stuff, and so I said, fuck it. You know, I was gonna work tonight, but I got lazy. You know, today for sure. What is it? The 12th? Yeah, no, 16th. I got definitely work tonight. But okay, I'm gonna call it a night because I'm very sleepy. So I'll see you later on. Okay, it's about 6 p.m. and guess what? That's right, it arrived. I'm gonna pick up my SEMA SFX-5 digital effects processor. It's at George's house. He's gonna be there around 6:30, and so am I. Okay, when I get back, I'll show it to you. And I gotta do some practicing work. I wrote a lot today. So okay, bye.
Chequea esto, brother. That's it, bro. Aquí mismo, brother. Ahí mismo.
That's what I want. Let me get a little zoom in here. See if I can read in here. See that little button there? Yep. That's freeze. That's the number one thing that I want. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy now. You see that? You hear that? Okay. That right there is the product of the SFX-5 SEMA digital video effects processor.
That image has been on for like close to around 10 minutes. I'm working out how it works out. It's fucking awesome as hell. Okay, completely unbelievable how well it works. Okay, the applications with the camcorder are spectacular. Spectacular. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm very excited right now. This is gonna have wonderful, wonderful applications. The overriding, the most important thing for sure is the, the freeze button. I like this song a lot. Beautiful. Here's how I plan to connect the the video processor in a way I can have the camcorder going in, the VCR going in, and that way I'll be able to dub. I'll be able to do all my all my features, and I'm gonna it's too bad about my VCR that the cable's messed up about it. But well, this is the system that I'm going to use. I'll be able to dub with this. I'll be able to have the special effects of the processor using the Panasonic VCR. Okay, I'll have surround sound the way it's supposed to be using my hi-fi VCR. I'll have my CD player connected and using my my Kenwood receiver as the the brain of the whole operation. It's gonna be acted as a switcher, and the same thing here. Input 1 and input 2 and the output. So cable comes in, it splits up, okay? This is how it's gonna work. Okay, cable comes in, the audio is gonna go to the receiver. The receiver, boom, to the speakers. Okay? Plain and simple, no problem. Okay. Now, that's just to watch TV, right? That's the sound that goes over here. Now the way the TV gets the image, the video, it goes like this. It splits up into here, it goes into the in, and then escapes out like that. Boom, out. Alright, now to dub, this is what happens. My hi-fi VCR plays the image, it goes out, it goes into the receiver, goes out of here, and back into the Panasonic, and then starts recording. To record the camcorder, it goes like this. Switch to number 2, like this, like a highway. Plain and simple. And then, boom, out here to watch the TV. Okay. My fingers, let me give you a little bit of a close-up. By the way, I forgot to mention again, same image, perfect resonance. Look at that. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I gotta go do Nami. It's about the only restaurant that I'm gonna do today. And after I'm tired, I accidentally pressed the button and shut it off, with my foot. That's okay. It's beautiful. I'm even